I'm back with another fun Christmas thing. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap another gift to put under my tree. And as you can tell, there's like a whole bunch of new boxes because I had to come across more wrapping paper. But so far I have this like theme going on where it's either white, pink, or beige. Because I wanted to match the tree. So I had to get more wrapping paper, but I came across some that I still had, so it worked out well because I want to add a new fun toy that I got today at Walmart. And also I got a new gingerbread. This isn't actually just a house. It's a village. So that's going to be lots of fun because it looks like there's a lot to do. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead in this upload, assemble this gingerbread house because I actually want to eat it. And I can only do that once I've assembled it. So we'll do that. Another thing that I had gotten that I'm so excited about, actually, baby Charlotte also got some baby snacks. She's been collecting baby foods lately, and I don't open them, so I just keep in mind the stuff that I buy her. But, yeah, she keeps it in her little lunch bag. I changed her hair. She had brown hair, but I thought it made her look like a boy, so I gave her some blonde hair, and I think this way I'm just going to leave it. It's definitely just like a removable one because she's a baby. But I think it makes her look really cute. I don't know. So that's what baby Charlotte's been up to. But yeah, so the thing I really want to show is this. It's actually a lot like a Tamagotchi, and I'm obsessed with Tamagotchis. I always have been. I collect them. I run them. I customize them. And I also give them away. I remember like a few Christmases ago, I gave one to every cousin in my family. And it was like, I'm like actually one of the older cousins. Back in 2014, actually, I had gone to Toys R Us. And I was always so into how to develop it. And I never really figured out how. But when I went to Toys R Us, there was like a whole bunch of Tamagotchi friends. I customized this one to Hello Kitty. So you can't even tell that it's a Friends, but it's a Friends. And it was a pink one. I remember there was no limit on how many you could buy, and there were only $11 each. And with taxes, it wasn't even $20 per Tamagotchi. I spent like over $200, but I was like waiting in line with a Toys R Us grocery cart with like 20 Tamagotchis in there because I had to give one for all my little cousins for Christmas, and my mom, my little brother was also in a daycare, babysitters I should say, and there was also little kids in the babysitters also that, and since I'm his godmother, when he was younger, I'm sometimes responsible for giving him presents. Now that he's older, it's a bit different, but being Catholic as a godmother, you're sometimes responsible for those things. So I gave his little friends Tamagotchis too. So I'm actually very generous with Tamagotchis. I even had one, it was a connection, and I remember it came in this dino egg, which was really fun to play actually, because it came with this green egg and you open it, and there's a Tamagotchi connection inside, and they had like 100 characters you could play. That one actually had 4 buttons. It was 3 and then 1 on the side. I was at the park with my friend, and I accidentally dropped the dino egg cup into the lake or into the pond, and I was like, oh great, there's no way I'm gonna stick my hand in that pond water. So I kind of lost it forever. I don't know if it's still at the bottom of the pond. Probably is. It was a few years ago. But anyways, there are all sorts of Tamagotchi. I bought that online for like $15 actually. It didn't cost much, but it was sad that I couldn't really play with it. So I ended up giving him the Tamagotchi. So anyways, today I was at Walmart, and I'm like, oh, look at all the Christmas toys. If you're looking for Tamagotchis at Toys R Us, they don't sell it in the toy area. They obviously sell it in the electronic area. That's where I got both of. Actually, this one I don't have batteries in it now, but this one I got it at Toys R Us, and this one I had bought on the Toys R Us website. So I had to wait till it came in, but yeah, it's the Wonder Garden. So anyways, they sell it like near like the stereos and the video games and stuff in a display case. So that's if you really want to get one. But yeah, like I said, today I was at Toys R Us and I came across this. I'm like, what is this? It looks like a Tamagotchi. And back in the day, like in the 90s, they used to have these Tamagotchis that were like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and it would like look like the character. It was so much fun to play with. I think they even have 101 Dalmatians. So that's what this kind of reminded me of. I could press it and stuff. Basically what this is called is a baby fairy finder. And as you know me, Nia Fairy Lovely, I was like, what? What does that say? Fairies? I love fairies. What is this? And then I ended up while I'm in the aisle, I'm like, I look at the box and it said that you could connect it to the app. So I go online and while I'm in the aisle, I'm like quickly downloading the app and I watch the video. Basically, it's like a Tamagotchi. You could feed it, you could play with it. And as like you walk around, the Tamagotchi, I mean the baby friend finder, will tell you if a baby is like an invisible baby fairy is around, and it'll be like not here, not there, and then the colors, the wings start to change, and it'll sort of like catch the fairy and put it in here, and there's 20 of them to get. So I think this is like a really cool toy, but of course there was only 2 on the shelf. And they had these 2 other types of toys from Baby Finder, but this was the one I really wanted, and I can't. It was only $20. I was so surprised how they did the rollback. Sometimes Walmart does rollback prices. They actually had that with My Life as Dolls, which makes sense because it's the holiday season and people probably want dolls for Christmas. So yeah, they had rollback. I was like, this gift is made for me. And so whatever, I'm really excited to have it, but I have to put it under the tree because like I've totally ruined Christmas if I ripped it open now. I might as well open all my gifts. So anyways, this is something I'm looking forward to opening. Yeah. Okay, this actually has nothing to do with fairies or Tamagotchis, but I wanted to show you how I dress my ponies. I really love ponies, especially Christmas movie ponies. There are different types of ponies, if you didn't know. There are the original vintage ponies that look like this. She is actually from like 1990, the year I was born. So she's from a really long time ago. But as you can tell, I dressed her up and she looks pretty funny in it. I call her Princess Primrose. Here is Minty, who is actually has her own Christmas movie and everything. I was really happy when I found her. I gave her this cute little tutu with a flower on it. This is Idalia from actually another pony movie, a Barbie pony movie, which is why her eyes are a bit different. But yeah, I thought she's dressed pretty nicely. You've probably seen my dolls at AGC when they're opening the gifts under the tree. They too had lots of ponies. Yeah, okay, so baby Charlotte is also getting some ponies for Christmas. And she really wanted me to let her open a gift, but I said no. Anyways, I think we should open up the advent calendar because it's been a few days since I last showed it. So let's do that, and then I'll do the gingerbread village. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some space because this really like takes up a lot of space when I open it. Okay. Let's do this. I don't even remember the last time I opened it. I think I had only opened 5 of them. So I should be careful how, maybe if I make more space, you can see better. Okay. So that's just the paper. I think I've shown that before. American Girl Advent Calendar. Bam! Okay, the little tinsel. Oh, okay, so can you tell that it's pretty big? Yeah, okay. So actually, these things slide off, and I didn't want to lose them, so I took them off. But we've already opened up a few. Corrine, I'm not sure the order. I'm just picking it. Was Felicity the second one? No, Courtney was. I don't really remember. But anyways, Courtney, Felicity, Josephina, and Molly. Okay, so that means we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna start on the 6th. Let me get something to open it with because sometimes it's tricky. Okay, so the 6th. This is like firm cardboard. Okay. Oh, so we have next Be Forever character, Julie Albright. She's stuck in here. Okay. We have Julie Albright. Another ornament. Wow, what day is it today? Wait, first let me see what day it is. Okay, so we have 4 to open. So that's the 6th. And then the 7th, which was the other day. I really could open this every day, but I tried saving it for the videos. Okay, so here we have Kira, another American Girl, Girl of the Year. We have Kira. Gonna put her there. And so now we're doing the 8th of December. We have here Kit Kittredge. And that's actually a picture of her in front of a Christmas tree too. So, oops, this fell off. Okay, so 8th, 9th is on here, this corner. 9. Oh, we have Mary Ellen celebrating winter too. Okay, so today is the 10th, so we're gonna go ahead and leave it off at the 10th. And it looks like we have Melody, another Be Forever character. Melody. All right, so we have all the way up until the 25th to go to. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually carefully put the little doll ornaments in this tray so none of them fall out, because last time I opened the book and it like fell out. So, and then we'll get started on the Gingerbread house village. So I'm gonna take the tinsel off, fold it, put it back in the package. Till next time. I really have no idea what's in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I actually try making one of these every year. A few years ago, I had filmed the stop motion A Mysterious Christmas. The dolls were actually in a stop motion, building it itself, but that was so difficult to film. Oh, and by the way, I know these gingerbread houses need a lot of frosting to hold all the pieces together. If I do need frosting, I'll just use my vanilla one that I have in the kitchen. Okay, so these look like the house pieces. We have one tub thingy of frosting to sort of hold everything, icing I should say, to hold everything together. Here are the different ways you could ice it with. I think you put it on that. And candies. Actually, I can add some candies myself. So we have these gumdrops, sprinkles, yeah, all sorts of candies. Okay, well, I'm gonna clean this up before I get the food out, and then I guess we can start building it. Okay, I got my gloves so I don't ruin my fingernails. Okay, whatever. I added some other stuff. I'm probably gonna get these sprinkles out of the way because I never really know how to use them. But this is if I need extra. So I'm using a cutting board and I wipe the counter. I could do it in the kitchen, but I figured here there's more space to film it. Okay, so let's take up. So it said a village. Oh wait, there's instructions on the box. Okay, so basically what I have to do is get this. Okay. I'm gonna open this all up. So the houses look funny. I don't know how they make it, but they imprint the little windows on it and everything. And it does smell very good. These are the little pieces. I think I'm supposed to carefully split them without breaking it. Like that. And this must be the roof. I'm also going to cut the tip of this to ice it. I could change the top pieces, but I think this will be fine. Okay, so now I'm carefully dividing up where there's a crease because I don't want to like break it. So I'm going to do it to all of them. Progress so far, I have them all here, but I still have all these. Okay, so I'm actually going to get more paper towel because it's going to make all crumbs and stuff. Because now that I've divided the pieces, I'm going to ice them together. Okay, so according to the box, I have to follow step by step. And I don't know how long that's going to take to record. So it says in the first picture, I have to build a little square house. So I'm going to follow the pictures and I'll keep showing you my progress. So right now I'm going to work on this and I'll show you, actually first I choose the pieces and then I'll show you how it looks like. It says I need one of those pieces, one of that. No, not that one. Oh wait, maybe I want that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This and the door. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Anyways, now I'm gonna try my best to stick them together. Okay. Right, let me follow the instructions. Door, this is the roof. I have to get the icing to go on the top. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. Okay, so far I got some sort of structure going on. And I gotta admit, the icing takes a while for it to squeeze out, but I'm hoping it'll be durable enough to hold it together. Now I'm just putting on the last piece of this little one. I actually really want to bring out my vanilla frosting, but since I guess I have to finish this first. Okay. Oh no, I didn't choose the right piece, did I? You see, like, this piece and that piece look identical. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with this piece. Anyways, this is the first little one. And now I have to go on to step 5. Wait, what happened to step 4? Or step 2? Okay, step 1. Oh, step 2. I see. Now step 3, 4. Step 4 wants me to build this little house. So, it says one of those. One of those. 2 little ones. Oh. I used those already. Great. I have to take that apart. See what I did wrong? I was supposed to do step 2. Right. despite the little setback, I managed to figure out which pieces belong in step 2. And now I'm gonna frost them, ice them again, and leave them there. And then we can go on to the next structure. I'm actually going to use the Betty Crocker vanilla because it's easier to spread, I think, and it is very sticky. So it's gonna hold the pieces together, and it does taste like vanilla, so that's what I'm gonna use. Success! We've done the step 2, or wait, no, 3 properly, and so that's the first one. Actually, the vanilla frosting is holding it pretty well. So now I'm gonna place that there, and so now I need these 2 pieces. These 2 and 2 triangle looking ones. This one and these 2 little ones and another triangle one. Okay, now I'm gonna put those together with that. Okay, here is the other one. Ta-da! Not that bad. Yeah, I had a rough start, but it seems like I'm on a roll right now. Okay. Oh, wait, sort of. There it goes. Okay, so now I have to do the next one, and that means I need this piece. This piece, which would be the back. These shingles for the roof. A very thin one, which is that. These 2 circly looking ones. And now just put them together. I realize I'm not going to leave them on the paper towel, so I'm actually going to put those pieces on this tray so it's more portable. So this is another little part of the village that I am adding to this. I think this is actually a good place for it. But I'm going to need another one because there's still more to build. So I think I have like 2 more to build. So I have this little one full. But so far, so good. And then now I'm going to build the other ones on there. Put this aside. I had to get new gloves because the other ones had so much frosting on them. So for the next pieces, we will be using this little door, this, and this. Okay, so that door to that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so this was the other one. We have a village going on, you see? And now I only have one left, which are these pieces and these ones. So far, so good. I managed to do all the little village houses and stuff. And now is when I decorate it. So what I'm going to do is grab the candies that it came with. And I'm going to use the I could use the icing, of course. Might as well. And stick it to it. And I'll show you the finished product. Okay, I guess I'll show how I decorate it. So I have been doing this where I just go like this. And I let it fall wherever it wants. I could do a way better job, but it kind of looks like snow. So that's that. Now that I've done the ceilings, or I mean the roofs, I'm gonna grab these sprinkles and put them on the top. And of course, I will be eating all of this. So it's okay if the sprinkles end up on the tray because I could just pick those up with my finger. And of course, you gotta make sure you're drinking like proper tea or even hot chocolate with this because you'll get thirsty. Okay, I couldn't, there, finish the sprinkles. So these are actually going to be easy to stick. I'm just going to put some of this on here and stick it to like windows and doors. I'm finally done. Okay, so as for the candy, some candy was not sticking, so I'm leaving it on the tray and I'll pick it with my fingers if I feel like eating it. So I'm going to clear the counter and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so that was constructing my own gingerbread village. I have here a few little houses, and then on here I have others. So actually it's like these both, can you see it? There's candy all over the place, and it's very sweet, so I'm not gonna eat it all at once, but I'm definitely gonna have fun eating it. So that was basically it. Hello. Okay, so I haven't done an upload since like the Santa Claus parade, but I've been actually busy here around the house. So I thought I would show what I've been working on. I have put together an American Girl dollhouse, indoor and a bit outdoor, because I haven't done that in a really long time, and I did want to film some Christmas stuff. So I guess it would be fun. I posted a video on AGC Taynia, American Girl Creator, like 2 days ago saying, showing my other toys that are actually here, and I'll show you better where they are. And so yeah, and then I said I'm gonna upload it tomorrow, and then I realized I hadn't had any set laid out. I have to dress them in their American Girl pajamas that have been released throughout the years that I've collected. So, and it takes me days to put this together just because of all the tiny pieces that go along with it, like kitchen little foods and little tiny accessories. It does take a lot, but once I show you, you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. And it's actually in my walk-in closet because my Christmas display is taking up the set room and where I film it, and so is the sofa. So I really had to find other space for it, but I somehow managed to find space for everything, including my closet stuff. So yeah, I'll show that. I'll also show you how my reborn is doing. And I'll also show how my cat and bunny rabbit are doing. I, for the past few days, have been worried that I was going to get an allergy because I felt like my eye was bothering me. So I had to move my pets around. It was kind of a struggle to do that, but I guess I'll show you them too. So first off, I'll take the camera off the studio kit and I'll show you better. I might as well just do an updated room tour. As for my bed, I obviously this time of year it gets cold, so you gotta like double down on the blankets and stuff like that. So I guess the bed is almost the same. But as far as my shelves go, I realized that I could fit more clothes. I was looking through my outfits. I actually posted something on TikTok and Instagram where I was modeling some of my outfits. I realized I have like a lot of clothes, but I also have a lot of toys. And I'm like, how do I fit both of them? So the bottom shelf is mainly just some shoes. Not all my shoes, just like shoes that aren't really high heels. And then over here I have some other stuff like a plant. This is just for baby Charlotte. This is where she keeps her stuff. So, and because I take her outside, I thought I would leave that separate from that's the thing I write every morning. My weight actually goes up and down a few pounds, but generally in the morning, that's how much I weigh. Okay, so then up here, I'm like, how do I make space for my plushies, like my Hello Kitties? You can't really see, but this thing is full of Hello Kitties and other stuffed animals and toys that I never really play with, but I do not want to throw away. And then here are the dolls and toys that were actually in the last live action, where they were opening their Christmas gifts. So there's that. And then here I have my baby Charlotte. As you can tell, she got a whole bunch of doll food, and this isn't actually like American Girl doll food. It's more like toy play food because it's much bigger, these toys. Like, this is a cupcake when the American Girl one would be so much smaller. So she's figuring out, oh, and I'm trying to get her to stand. So far, whenever she has the high chair in the kitchen, but whenever she wants to be here, she's figuring out what foods she likes. So there's that. And this is where I keep her food. I actually brought this to the Santa Claus parade. Kept her food warm. And here are some things that I've been playing with my happy planners lately because I wanted to decorate them till Christmas. So I guess I'll show something. So yeah, there are my weekly inputs, but then I thought I would do a separate one where it's just winter. And I had these beautiful pictures, and I made these, I'm going to write in them later, but yeah, so that's my happy planner right now. So other than trying to get to read more of my Christmas book, I also tried giving time for my baby to color in her coloring books. And then I also found a happy planner from last year, actually, where I had printed pictures. Not sure if I've even ever showed this, but there are pictures of me taking my teddy bear and my doll to the store. Yeah, it was lots of fun. So it's nice to look at last year's Christmas. So I'm like really anticipating opening up my new iPhone for Christmas, which is in that box. I also added 2 more gifts, and they're basically for myself, so I know what they are. It's a Coach purse, and it's so gorgeous, and then a big box of Louboutin red knee-high boots, high heels. And I've been on Pinterest staring at those pictures because of it. And then this is my little teddy bear, because Christmas isn't the same without a toy. And so I've been like thinking of what type of case to make for my new iPhone. This is the one I'm using now. This is my older one. So yeah, I've been looking at pictures for phones and stuff like that. Other than that, my tree's the same, but Clarice got new batteries. And she sings a song. Okay. So over here I have fixed some stuff up. I finally found time to organize all these. These are my arts and crafts supplies. And it may seem like it didn't take a lot of work, but it did. I was here for like a long time fixing that. Yeah, so then I have all my books. This is Charlotte's shelf with her little toys. And so I try not to give her even more toys because her shelf is already full. But then there are my toys up there. And then my kitty who plays with the Zuzu. And my bunny who's in her little cage. But other than that, I let them play with Zuzu pets because it's fun for them. I did move some stuff. I put the microwave here. And yeah, other than that, typical kitchen. Baby Charlotte's high chair. So when I'm here cooking, she's here with me. I actually managed to find space for storage here. So here's this big curtain. And the reason, and you can't really tell that it's like a storage thing here because here's where the microwave used to be. And I didn't like it, so now it's there. But here is a great place for storage. So I got to put like boxes. I can throw like my printers in here. Toys I never play with. Yeah, like even this chair. So I don't know. I think it worked really well putting that there. Okay. I put my mirror and my scale in there because it's easy to weigh myself first thing in the morning. In here I have all my cosmetics and toiletries, so it's very practical to leave in there. If you're wondering how I keep my nails from not getting ruined, you basically just need to know that your nails need to stay dry as much as possible. So I always use these clear gloves that I actually bought to dye my hair with, but it came with like 500 of them. So you really got to know when to properly have dry hands for proper nails. Okay, so now I guess it's leading in to the beautiful American Girl closet room. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna turn the flash on for this. So, wow, like I got a lot of stuff going on here. First off, I put my fancy expensive stuff on these shelves to get them out of the way. So they're kind of just like on the walls. And same goes for this over there and that. So, and I put those jewelries there. So now the whole floor is empty. And the back of that closet, what I had done was taken all my coat hangers and squished them all on one. So, and this, I don't know if it's temporary, but I kind of like the way it is. And the whole back of that room is boxes and boxes. And the last time I done this before Halloween, I think it was, I had to put every piece back in every box. And that may not seem like a big deal, but some of these items come with like so many pieces, and it's just so difficult. It took hours and days to do it. But now I know those boxes, even though they're empty, they're not taking up space. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick tour. This is obviously the doll bedroom area, and I did try decorating it to Christmas. So the dolls got their stockings there. There's a My Life as bed there, and I tried putting cards on the walls as posters. Here they could do their stretching if they wanted. There's the trundle and all sorts of blankets and stuff. Here's the tinsel and Christmas things. Down there, that's Gabriella McBride's bunk bed. So, Santa's up at the top, along with that poster. But there are the cell phones, the Mega Bloks dolls, a Bitty Baby toy, and some of their devices. Let me get closer. Frosty the Snowman is kind of covering it. Let me move it. There we go. Yeah, that's the tablet that they use. And here is their travel thing along with the pillow. So, oh, and their headphones. So that is sort of like their bedroom area. And as you can tell, even though they come out with new trundle beds, there's really no point in getting like 5 trundle beds when they're just all trundle beds. So I have the original one that they don't even have anymore because it's been retired. But this is the washroom area now. And I really like how the sink has this tall part. On the other side, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. But it's nice how it's tall, so it kind of blocks off the washroom. And then here is the salon chair that they also don't have anymore. They did try bringing it back out. Looks a bit different, but that one was like, that was actually, I think, a Christmas gift I got in 2016. And it comes with like slippers and a robe and stuff. And then here are some accessories that the dolls can do their hair with. When I had purchased this item online, they kind of made a mistake because they gave me 2 nail clippers. I was like, thanks. I only needed 1, but okay. And so here's the bathtub. They also don't have this anymore, but it was maybe on the website, not sure, but it was also like a signature piece. Here's the Bitty Baby area. I thought I would leave it there because the Bitty Babies can definitely change. This thing is actually not a doll furniture. It's a tiny little shelf, but I thought it'd be suitable for their washroom because they could put all their little hair ties, and as you can tell, those are all American Girl hair ties. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, every hair tie came from American Girl. And then here they have their jewelries along with their medallions and medals. But other than that, those are jewelries that you can't find anywhere. Some of their sunglasses. That black piece is actually for eyelashes. If I want to extend their eyelashes, I use that. Some towels. this whole thing is full of different types of American Girl towels. And there's a lot of them. And we're all talking like swimming pool towels, Just Kendrick towels, all sorts of towels. Here are all headbands that belong to American Girl, and they're honestly all from American Girl over the years. These Christmas ones weren't, it's just to decorate it a bit. Okay, so before I get into the kitchen, you're like, where are the dolls? They're over here. From the top of the ceiling, obviously, to the way down. So, I was like, I'm like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? And then as like I was moving it out of there, and then I started stacking it on the wall. I'm like, wait, why don't I just leave it here? And then up top are the mini dolls. So the only times I take the dolls out is if I want to film it. But today I'm not filming the live action. I'm honestly just showing a tour. So they're going to stay in their boxes. But other than that, they're having a great time. She's my newest. They're just comfortable in there. I don't know. Yeah, and the bitty babies also share one because they're twins. Okay, so there's that. And now getting into the kitchen. And this is Nania's Market. And it's great because it makes like a wall. It's like really high. And by the way, when I record, I'm going to make sure not to show my shoes. I'm going to record like from here down, not like there. Or else like, what are these giant shoes doing in the kitchen? Yeah, so this is actually the cash register, but they're not using it right now, so I just leave it up here. This is where I like to keep their produce because this is actually supposed to keep the food fresh. So I thought I would keep other little fruits and veggies in here. And this is where they deliver food to one another. So they have all these trays that they can look through and serve to one another. So there's that. So here is a table. I thought 2 tables. I thought I would decorate it a bit Christmassy with a little centerpiece. I also added a little poster there. There are some plates, cups, and different ways of serving food. Bowls and stuff like that. And even the party hats from their birthday collection. In here in the kitchen, we have the oven. So they're eating a chicken with a drumstick, french fries, and a pizza. So I thought I would leave it in there because they're going to eat it. So there is their cleaning spray bottle, dish soap, and sponge. In here are all sorts of utensils from American Girl, Journey Girls, My Life As, and doll food. Even like Dollarama had some like funny little doll things. So, oh, and Our Generation. So it's pretty full, but it's all like cutlery that the dolls will use. Down here, if I pull it out, it's gonna fall. Maybe I'll get around to showing it individually, but there's all pots, pans, trays, spoons, so all sorts of things that the dolls will use in the oven. And can't really see it because it's full, but I don't want to make it fall now. Here are some napkins that the dolls take good care of, and this is like a lunch menu for them. And then here are some boxed foods that they have. Here are the cakes, and some other stuff like the chocolates, peanut butter spreads, fancy water bottles. This is they could put treats on it. So this is the freezer. And they have like some frozen stuff like a lasagna, a cake, and popsicles. And then they have a cloth here to wipe their hands. So here there's so much food. Okay, if you were real, if these foods were real, you would really have a fun time eating it. Okay, so I had to literally stack stuff on top. You probably can't see what's underneath. Maybe I'm gonna have the dolls laid out on the table so you can properly see the foods. But there's all sorts, like even Perrier bottles and little soda bottles, all sorts of pastries and stuff that the dolls eat, milks and juices, stuff like that. These dolls are very healthy, just so you know. And then here, I put some stuff like canned foods, bottles, and ketchup, an oil bottle, canned foods, stuff like that. And this used to light up, but I always forget to put the batteries back in. So here we have some more posters. These came with Blair's Party Decor, which is Girl of the Year 2019, a long time ago. But that came with her. But I always like decorating the walls with it. And then there's some Christmas stuff. I thought I would add the Bitty Baby high chair along with the Bitty Baby bottle and bib, because of course the Bitty Babies should eat too. And then here we have the birthday cafe booth along with the table. I added this because I actually used most of these myself for my own cupcakes, but I thought I would just give it to them the rest. Okay, so yeah, now they're in the corner eating their food. And then here we have the living room. So if you're wondering, I'll show you up top too, but first I'll show the living room. This is actually my dresser, and I'm not going to open the drawers, but if I did, you would know that in here are toys. In here are yarns and fabrics, doll clothes, more fabrics and toys. Like, it's just all doll random stuff. Yeah, so here is the, what's it called? The Galaxy Pet Bed. It could also be a chair, so it's both. And I put some pillows. Here I thought I would put the advent calendar because, well, of course I had to go near the Christmas stuff. And so I had left the little plants here, but I thought I would still decorate it a bit with some Christmas things. And then this is actually a chair for a doll outdoors, but you know, it's still a chair, so I thought I'd put a pillow next to it along with the poster. And there's tinsel all along the wall. And here's a little Beanie Boo decorating the seat. And then here we have the newest Beanie Boo I got at Michael's, also decorating the sofa. Another poster, the Three Wise Men. And then here is the American Girl trifold that actually opens and closes. I had shown it before, but it fits perfectly in this corner. So, and those are little parcels I had made for the dolls out of my wrapping paper, where it looks like they have gifts. I mean, this one already has gifts under the tree, but maybe they wanted to make their own. There's a little Santa suit if they wanted to dress up. A little Christmas teddy bear. Here is some little, this is their game table, coffee table, but there's also little Christmas things. And the TV. I'm glad there's batteries because I always forget about the batteries. But other than that, all the little stuff is here. I keep their little monies in here. It's full. This is all American Girl money I've collected in the past. So yeah. So there's that. And then, well, I guess this is concluding the doll house, where it was the bedroom, washroom, kitchen, living room, and dining room. So now I'm going to show you another floor. So we're like all the way up here because it's the top of the dresser. But now this isn't really their house. This is more a place they visit. So the dolls have an animal clinic, and I had these shelves here that my YSL stuff was actually taking up space, but the pets needed it way more. So they have a big clinic here. We have the horsey that's up there, and I thought it'd be best to keep her that way because of course she does take space, but I figured this shelf actually holds her well. So I have some horse things there that are a part of her collection. And then I also have here the pets. So here's the little kitty, and here are the two. Maybe I should take the flash off. Oh, no, now it's too bright. Okay, maybe you can still see it. I don't know. All right, anyways, here are the two little kittens, and they're having a treat. And there's the litter box and the little food that came all together in the kit. Here's the wombat eating a drumstick. And you see, the reason why I gave him that drumstick was because he's kind of like a wild animal. And I figured I never really knew how to feed the Kira Bailey wombat. So I figured meat is what it would like to eat. So I tried keeping it in this cage along with the walkie-talkie because, you know, he's kind of wild. And so anyways, here we have a sheep puppy who is Melody's puppy, Bo. He likes the basket. And this is actually a basket I made with tiny little plastic bags in it. because of, picking up their business when the girls take them places. I don't know, they need those plastic bags. Here's Blair's lamb, and she likes being in the wagon because she's also an outdoor wild animal. So yeah, these pets are like pets that need like serious equipment. But then here are the puppies. And these puppies, that one was my first one, second, and I also gave them like funny little treats. And then here are some other stuff, like toys they could play with, or things like leashes and foods, whatever, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's the pet clinic up there. As we get lower, now we're going into the doll school area where they have like an art place. This item I got this past year. I really liked it. You see these two brushes? I'm like, okay, I have to remember where every piece goes, and I'm trying my best to remember if this piece came with two brushes or one. Because if so, that brush belongs somewhere else, maybe in the washroom, and I'm just gonna leave it there because I think it goes there. And so there's paints that also came with American. Oh, by the way, this is cool. If you wet it, you can see a picture underneath, but as it dries, it goes back to white. This is where this goes. I'm supposed to put that on there. This was actually a My Life As guitar that I got in 2017, along with the microphone. But of course, I think I had taken the batteries out. I don't know. Here is the classic Truly Me desk, along with the volcano set. In here, there's all sorts of postcards, library cards, flashcards that I've collected in different ways, like their purse accessories. This is a My Life As desk, and it has books everywhere. Big books at the bottom and small other books on top. These books go from like novels to storybooks, even journals that I've collected from the past few years. I know I'm like not really showing them. I guess I'll take them individually one by one later. Down here we have their glasses, their reading glasses. One glass is broken in half, the yellow one. But up here is where they do their little geometry measuring stuff and their glue things. I don't know. That calculator was from our generation. Back there we have the Adventures in Astronomy Science Telescope and the cheerleading pom-poms that I got like 2018 or something. And then the chalkboard, and that belonged to Journey Girls, as you can see. And then down here we have two tablets I DIY'd for them. Binoculars that came in Kira's collection. Pencil box, two cameras, Joss's hearing aids, which is always an important place because if I leave it lying around, I always make sure it's with her camera. And then Ziyang's camera. Okay, so that was the pet clinic and doll school. Up here I have some stuff that they don't really use, but I guess they could still use, like the car, scooter, bicycle, skateboards, doghouse, that sort of thing. Yeah, so those are like bigger things. So this is actually the front entrance of their house. It's the Blair Wilson's party decor, and I tried decorating it to Christmas. There's a wreath on the door and everything. There's this snowman, pretend snow, a doorstep, Rudolph who is singing at their door. Yeah, so this is the entrance of their house. I thought it was really funny giving them one. Now, if they wanted to go down the street, they would come across Kit's garden stand. But in the winter, it's not so much a garden stand. It's more like a hot chocolate stand. And yeah, they even still have the fruits and veggies. But they also have s'mores and hot chocolate. So I also tried decorating it too. Here is the little fire thing. I don't really want to put it next to it, but in a way for them to make the s'mores, I guess they would need that. But yeah, this is also their little outdoor place if they wanted to go to visit it, as they have left the house. So yeah. So if the dolls wanted to go out for sushi, they could come here, where they would have either soup or all sorts of like different sushis. They can grab like a plate and serve themselves. So this is if they wanted to go out to get something to eat. Yeah, so it does take a very long time to put all that stuff together, but I do want to get around to showing my dolls. I got to take them out of the boxes and dress them and stuff like that. But other than that, that's how far I've come, and I think it looks good. I guess later when Christmas is over, I can bring it here and I'll have my closet back. But for now, I'm actually having fun with it. So, I guess that's it. Welcome back. Okay, so I have a bunch of stuff laid out here, and this is stuff I've been working on these past few days. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what's here. First off, I made some more treats. These are Christmas treats. These are actually shortbread vanilla cookies with pink sprinkles on them. Very easy to make. You basically just get frosting, flour, margarine. You could put egg in it if you want. And then you just make it in any shape. I just made like in Christmas ornaments, circles are very easy. And then some frosting in the batter and on top. They're very delicious, and I'm going to make them for Santa on Christmas Eve too. So that's the first thing I wanted to show. The other one is actually my two plushies that I'm really happy about. This one is my Hello Kitty plushie, and she's really big and like full and stuffed and whatever, and she's wearing this really cute light pattern that also says Hello Kitty all over it, and her sparkly little shoes and her bow. Very pretty, and she's kind of like a pillow, so I'm gonna have lots of fun squeezing her. And I also made another anime cartoon character who is Loveland, Lovelychi from Tamagotchi. I love Tamagotchi. I've been playing with Tamagotchi for years. Who hasn't? And so I thought it'd be fun to make a little plushie out of her. So I made that Hello Kitty, and I also made this one. I basically used scraps that I had left over. This was actually a white bed sheet, and it was like, I got, it was a thing on black at the bottom, but I got bleach on it. So I thought I might as well just use the fabric, and I used them to make these toys. So this is Loveland, who is a fun character. And then baby Charlotte is in the back. I guess I'll show her. She got a new hairstyle the other day. Look, she's so happy. I thought bangs would look really cute on her. She has like this, actually this was a wig I had made for the 18-inch dolls, the American girls, but they were nice enough to donate it to baby Charlotte because she was looking like a real baby. And then everybody was like, is she pretending that's a real baby? And I kind of wanted her to be more like a doll, but still a baby. And I still really like the fact that she's a doll. So, I mean, this is removable, but I think it's really funny how she looks like a baby doll with this. And I gave her little pigtails with bows on them. She also got some new baby food at the grocery store. This is her lunch bag. And in there I have her powdered juices, her cereal, her bottle. She also got one of these things. This one is banana oatmeal berry flavor. I'm never gonna open it. I'm basically just gonna use it so she can hold and pretend she's using it. And then we got her this so that it'd be healthy for her to eat also. Yeah, so she's gonna be a very healthy baby with these foods. But she also gets to open a Christmas present today because she has been asking to open a present, and there's like a few here. So she's gonna open one. I'll bring the camera closer so you can see it better. Okay, so laid out here is a bunch of other stuff I wanted to show, but the one she's going to be opening today is this one, because this one is sort of like an open gift already, and the pink ones are hers, and the white ones are mine, including my adorable little teddy bear. I think she's so cute, and I can't wait to play with her, but I said I would only play with her on Christmas. So anyways, Charlotte really wanted to open a gift, so we're going to let her play with this one. And let's go ahead. Baby Charlotte. Yeah, so I thought it'd be fun to give her, if you know what My Little Pony is, you'll know she's a My Little Pony mommy. My Little Pony mommy. And so here's Minty. She's wearing this charm that I gave her. Yeah, so Minty is like the Christmas one, and they have like the movie to go with it and stuff. So I'm gonna take these off of her. And she is actually difficult to find because she's a vintage pony. You could make your own Minty, I guess, if you painted and stuff, but she was an original I found years ago at the thrift store. So yeah, and not all thrift stores even sell ponies anymore. But she gets to play with Minty because that's her first Christmas. And then here she has a Hatchimal. This one is a Penguala. And we were watching commercials of Hatchimals. And they're really funny because not only... Oops, I think I had turned it off. Hatchimals. There we go. They make funny noises and they move around and stuff. So I think baby Charlotte's going to have fun playing with that. Down here is her toys. I have a bunch of toys laid out, but her new toys that she's actually playing with are these ones. This is her Tamagotchi. It's actually my old Tamagotchi friends. It was a pink one, like my first one, but last year I had customized this to a Hello Kitty one, so I'm letting her play with it. And then this is a Num Nums toy. We have like a few of these, and they're all scattered all over the place, but it's really squishy, so she's playing with that. Looks like Penguala's going to sleep. Okay, so that was that. And now for some other stuff. I have some Victoria's Secret things to show. VS Pink. So, if you have watched my videos before, you'll know that this resembled a lot like a backpack. And it was this backpack that had a rope and you like tie it and whatever. But every time I wore it, I always felt like it would open up on me, and I didn't really trust putting my stuff in it because I was worried it would open up. So I kind of modified it into a tote bag. And it's definitely still Victoria's Secret pink. And so before it was a backpack, right? And I had taken the straps out. I still have some pieces there that I didn't end up using. I combined these two to make one long shoulder one. These are still fine. The magnets are still fine on both sides. So the way I open it now is this pocket, and I can store a lot of stuff in there. And that way I feel a lot more comfortable with all my stuff in here. And it's actually a really nice bag. I actually like it way better this way than how it was as a backpack. This is another Victoria's Secret thing that I had. Pink. By the way, I got both of these at Yorkdale like in 2012 or something like that. So it was like 10 years ago, and this was like collecting dust only because it was like old. So what I had done was it was difficult because I tried to customize it before, and it was white and it had all these sequence things to it that I had glued on. So what I had done was flipped it inside out, pulled out the black pocket that was in there. There was like nail polish stuck into it and everything. And then I found some other fabric I had lying around, which was white and pink. I liked the pattern on it. And I actually just patched it up it's still the same Victoria's Secret pouch. I left that the same. The zipper's still the same. I actually added this cute bow on it with this flower bead. But now it's the old one redone differently because it was just so old and worn out, and I didn't want to throw it away because it was, you know, Victoria's Secret pink. So I thought that I might as well just keep it, and it's nicer that way. Okay, so anyways, these two are my two Victoria's Secret pink items. And now I'm going to show you how I've been customizing my Tamagotchi stuff. Well, for starters, I'm not the type to really watch TV or like play serious video games. I tried to, like last year, I tried to do one of those like anime corners where you just like sit in front of a computer and play, but then I got kind of bored. I don't know, it wasn't really for me. So I'm more of a tablet person. And this is how I customize my tablet case. Here's the Hello Kitty plushie that I had before, and yeah, so I customized her to that. And then of course this is the front. I also added Hello Kitty, and if you're wondering where I got all this Hello Kitty pattern, like this and stuff, if you watch my old-fashioned uploads where I'm like trying on clothes in my room, you'll know I had this like Hello Kitty side bag, and it was like a small one. And the zipper was fine and everything. Actually, one zipper was broken, but I could still use it. But it was getting so old, and I don't even know how many years I've had it. Like, and it was dusted and whatever. So I basically cut it up, and I used the fabric to customize other things like this. So here's it says Hello Kitty all over it. Oh, and I'll show you my other Hello Kitty plushies. I almost forgot. Yeah, and I customize it, and I have lots of fun picking up my tablet and like leaving it because this is actually really soft and fluffy, so I can trust tossing my tablet around. I'm actually using my Samsung A32 now to film this, and I think I'm going to continue using this phone to film uploads only because my iPhone that I'm waiting to open is not really going to be one of those phones. I'm going to treat it differently. So I thought I would still fix up my case. This is what the inside looked like. It's actually one of those proper cases, but because I had changed this so many times, it doesn't really look like it. As you can see, I still use the pattern, and this sequence part was some fabric left over from this. And I didn't want to throw it away, so I just try to recycle it and make it shiny because sequence is very pretty. And so here's the back. So this is where I like hold my finger while I'm holding it. And yeah, I don't know, I just added Hello Kitty to it, and it's really soft and really fluffy. So that's the case for this one. I realized I couldn't really neglect an old phone. I mean, I'm not using this one because it's from like, I don't even know how many years ago, like 4 years ago. So, but it's still a nice Samsung Galaxy. So I also customized it. It was actually a shell, a gold shell, front and back with, I already had a glass screen protector on it, but it came with another screen protector. So it actually has 2 screen protectors. And if you're the type to drop phones, then I guess that's probably what you want, like 2 protectors, just to be safe. Anyways, so this is where I would hold it. And right now I have it open to the Tamagotchi For You app. I have been through so many Tamagotchis, but I think my favorite will be the For You, only because it's in Japanese and it's difficult. I mean, without the app, you can't translate it to English. And I actually have my For You tap card, but other than that, I leave it in Japanese. That way it's more of a struggle to understand. I try memorizing it, but the app helps. And I also added these little ears and the pattern. So that's one Samsung. And then my watch, I also customized. I need to turn it on because I had turned it off. Okay, so anyways, I added Hello Kitty here. And then I also added it to the front. And so it was an LOL surprise watch. And it does everything I want. Like, there's a video, I can make videos, or I can take a picture. And if you want to hear your favorite song, you just like hold it up to your phone and record. And then later you can kind of like hear it. But I never really use it for that. I only use it if I have to wake up, or yeah, pretty much just for a calculator. I don't really know. I don't really use it that often, but I still bring it outside when I want to check the time. So it said LOL all along the bottom, and then I kind of didn't want to see that. So I got black electrical tape, and I just wrapped it around because that's the only thing that will hold. And then this I just hot glued on it. So, oh, and you have to make sure to poke a hole so that you can tie it. Anyways, that's my watch. And now, I showed you that I was running her Tamagotchi friends, but I'm only running one Tamagotchi. And if I put the batteries in, that means I have to run it, which means you have to play it. But I'm only going to be playing one because, I don't have all the time in the world for like a million Tamagotchis. So this is the For You I was telling you about. I just reset it yesterday. So I'm in the process of starting the entire album. This is the album. So there's like 10 characters, I don't know. And it's going to be a struggle to get all of them, but I've done it before. So I know I can't miss like a certain thing. Like if it has to go to the bathroom and I miss that skill, then it's not good. But anyways, this is the charm, the Tamagotchi For You charm. This is another faceplate that I got, by the way. I have 3 face plates for the For You. These are both the Wonder Garden Magic and Wonder Garden and Magic Tamagotchi ons, and I customized them into Hello Kitties. So one is green and one is pink, and it's kind of like a little purse, as you can see. I added a little strap to it. That way you can like hang it. But like I said, if I put the batteries in, then I have to run it. But I don't want to run both of these yet. But of course, I think I actually showed these in my battery operated toys on AGC. Okay. And then this is a book that I wanted to show. I love notebooks and stuff. If you see my old videos, you know I'm always like starting a new book. I went to Michael's the other day and I seen their Happy Planner section. I was like in love with all the bindings and stickers and everything that Happy Planner and then I watched these videos on YouTube where they're like professional Happy Planner planners, people who plan, and they have like every tool to like stick a sticker properly into the book, and like all that stuff. But I'm not that talented. But anyways, from what I noticed, it's always difficult to find a notebook that has blank paper on a spiral binding. I know I sound like a huge nerd when I say that, but it is difficult to find. So anyways, I found this one at Dollarama. There's like a Santa Claus drawn on it, but I definitely fixed it. I'm actually still drawing something right now. But because I get to like draw as much as I want, I have a sketchbook, you see, but on sketchbooks you can't use pencils or markers or whatever. It doesn't really work. This is honestly blank paper, so it'll work. And this is how I customized it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I put on here and on the back. So I still use some of that Hello Kitty stuff and the sequins from my recycled bag. Here's the old Tamagotchi faceplate it came with, and here was the other Tamagotchi faceplate with the charm strap and the card came with a faceplate. So here's some decorative things I added. Here's one of the little toys I had made for my dolls for Christmas, when I had to go find like little pieces to make the dolls. I added these funny headphones to it that actually belonged to an old like Barbie doll or something. One of the necklaces I made for the dolls. This tiny little Chanel purse. Yeah, this little pony, a mirror, a mini tablet. Yeah, so I'm gonna have fun playing with this and drawing in it. Where's that thing? Oh great, I lost it. Oh, there it is. Anyways, now I'm gonna show you my hair extensions. Again. Okay, anyways, so the other day I was like, I had blonde hair for the longest time, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of like getting bored of it. I'm gonna go back to brunette, but I still had lots of fun being a blonde. So like now, what am I gonna do? I want both hair. So I made it dark, but I added a little bit of highlights, but it's still obviously dark. And then I'm like, okay, I wanted to design an anime character where it's kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's kind of like this like made up fictional character that you are only on the internet, and it pretty much just be to make funny TikTok videos or something like that, because YouTube videos you basically just see me being myself. So I came across whatever I had left over, and this is what it's gonna look like. I would take off my bow and I would try to like flatten my hair down. But other than that, it's supposed to be a blonde ponytail. White blonde, actually. So yeah, this is how I would wear it. Like on my head. And it's actually very comfortable. And it's easy to keep clean, this one. So that's what I would wear. Here are extra black bits of hair that I could wear too. But to be honest, I don't even have space on my head for any more hair extensions. So I can't do it in anytime soon. But later, if I'm ever going to want, I plan on adding more black to my hair, even though it's still sort of brown. Okay, so I think I said oh wait, I didn't show my Hello Kitty plushies. I'll get those down. So other than that new one and these two little toys, here is basically where I keep them. And I keep them in a crib because they're like babies to me. I mean, I could make more, but because some people like find it very easy to make Hello Kitty toys, and it is sort of easy if you have the fabric. So you could even make it out of paper. I heard some people make Hello Kitties out of paper, white blank paper, and they look really great. So like I said, I just had those two new ones. These are my old ones. I had made one once, which is the tablet case now. And then I went to it was, I think, the Easter toys that they had at the dollar store. And they're basically just bunny rabbits. And I got one of them, and then I came home, and it was a white color. I came home, and then after, I'm like, I want all the colors. How funny would it be if I had the exact toy in every single color? So I went back and I got all the other colors. And then I'm like staring at it. I'm like, you're a funny little bunny rabbit, but it would be cute if you were Hello Kitty. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to turn them into Hello Kitties. This is basically what it looks like. I customized them over the past year. They used to have purple, but because it's winter now, I thought it'd be funny if they have like this blue snowflake pattern to them. So you're probably wondering how I got a Hello Kitty inside the toy. I mean, it's probably very tricky to understand. Not really. All I did was make one of these, which is, like I said, you can make it out of paper. This was like very thin fabric and marker, and you just like glue it to the toy, and now it looks like the Hello Kitty's inside of it almost. It's pretty tricky to tell, but anyways, I tried making them and I had lots of fun. So they have to have the bow just like her. I also made them these little, they all have this little Chanel purse. I made a few of these. It's funny how they're holding them because I'm not really, oh, and it has to match their bow. I'm not really sure if they would actually go shopping, but that's one color, the white one. This one is the blue one, who is like in all blue because of the pattern of the snowflake. It's blue also. So this is another one. Oh, and they're super soft. I don't even know what the fabric's called. Cashmere. Okay, it's probably not cashmere, but they're so soft. Here's another. It's a gray one. I thought that I would combine a bit of gray and green because they're almost the same. So here's another one. Oh, and they all have a little tail. Yeah. And then here is a purple one. Soft Hello Kitties. They're so soft and squishy. They're actually not entirely stuffed animals. They're mainly squishy plushies. And there's actually a difference between plushies and stuffed animals. Not many people thought there would be, but This is a red one. Sometimes I consider it like an orange yellowy one too. This is a pink one. And yeah, so she's also pretty like all the other ones. Little cute bunnies. And then this one I had made like half a year ago. I think I even posted it on TikTok. But yeah, she's a smaller one. And it does look like she's made out of paper because I don't really know what type of fabric this is, but it looks identical to paper. So you could even you could glue stuff on it or just color it the way I did with the nose. And that's the little thing I gave her. Oh, she has a necklace. And this is their crib that they stay in. Now, since I'm playing with my toys that are up there, I want to show you my stuffed animal pony collection. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot of ponies, and it became sort of an addiction because they're so cute and they're so little. So like, you know, you can have like a lot of them. But then I ended up giving them to my dolls. So now my collection has decreased, but that's probably a good thing because now I can at least know how many I have. So first I'm gonna show you my Valentine's Day pony unicorns. These you could only find at Dollarama around Valentine's Day, which means after New Year's, you wait like a few weeks, maybe like 2-3 weeks, whatever, and then they start putting up the Valentine's Day stuff. And I know nobody ever buys Valentine's Day decorations. I don't really know if they celebrate it, but I still like how it's like hearts everywhere. So I ended up buying one of these. Actually, I had a similar one like this before that was pink with green feet and green hair. And I don't really remember why, but I gave her away. And then later I was sad about it. So I'm like, I guess I just have to replace her. So I bought this one in 2020. And I remember it was like right before the pandemic had like exploded because it was like February, right? And I bought her and then I'm like, oh, she's so cute. I called her Lovely XOXO because her feet have XOXO all over them. Oh, and my TikTok and Instagram are now XOXO Shine Bright. I mean Shine Darkness. Oh my goodness, I said it wrong. Anyways, Shine Darkness. Okay, so, oh, and she has this really nice thing across her neck. Very pretty. So I bought one of them. And I remember looking on the rack that they had in different colors. So I had to wait till the next year because they don't have Valentine's Day stuff hanging around all year. I literally had to wait a whole year to get this one, which was in red. And they still had the other ones in colors. And I'm like, no, one a year. And I don't know why I made that rule because they only cost like $4. So I'm like, no, I'm only going to get one. And so I came up with her. I'm like, yeah, she's so cute. And she's red. Ooh, like really pretty. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I still wanted the other colors. Why didn't I just get all of them? So then I had to wait till the year after that, which was 2022, this past February, and then I got 2 of them. Okay, so I waited basically 2 years for this. But in the end, I'm really happy I got them. I don't know if Dollarama's gonna have like another color, but I still really love these unicorn plushies, and they're all XOXO and very cute and Valentine's Day lovable unicorn ponies. And so this is also a little Valentine's Day unicorn, but it's obviously a bit smaller. I remember this thing was so small. I thought it was so cute. It was only like $1 because of how small it was. And it has like a little rainbow, and it just kind of like fits in your hand, and it's so cute. She's a little baby one. So because I had given away my vinyl ones to my dolls, I was able to keep 2 big ones. So I'm the type of person to watch like nostalgic vintage My Little Pony stuff. And it's always like the My Little Pony commercials that used to play back in the 90s. I probably had seen on TV when I was a kid. So this one is Princess Primrose, and I think she's from the 80s actually. I tried finding her on Google, and it said that she was an older one. This one I think belonged to a Barbie pony from Swan Lake. She would have been the unicorn in that movie. So yeah, these two are the ones I kept. And I had already shown Minty. I realized I forgot one. This is little Twilight Sparkle. And you know, like when you go to the thrift store, even like Build-A-Bear, they have like these huge Twilight Sparkle plushies, like really big ones. But what I remember when I had gone to the store, I'm like, ooh, look at that unicorn. It's Twilight Sparkle. She's so big and nice. And they even have like Rainbow Dash or whatever color you want. And then I'm like, no, I already have a Twilight Sparkle at home, which is this little one. And she's actually a keychain. That's how little she is. And, but I lost the keychain part. But yeah, so she's still Twilight. And I'm like, no, I don't need another one, even though the size is very different from one another. But at least I'm sticking true to my pony. And she's also a tie, by the way, which is pretty cool. Since we were on the Valentine's Day topic, I might as well show you two other ones. This one is Poor Shoppa, and this one is Spendy Richa. Get it? Piggy banks? And they fly like little angelic piggy banks. Okay, so that was it. If you're wondering why my videos are all on private, and that includes all TikToks and Instagrams. Facebook I kind of like neglected, so I'm not really using that one. But I will post only recent things on public. And I'm only doing that to avoid creeps, stalkers, and people who are obsessed with me. Okay, just kidding. I don't really know who's been stalking me and spying on me on the internet, but it's really starting to piss me off and really bother me. So I have no choice but to put all my stuff on private, even though it's not fair for me, because, you know, like I should have my stuff on public and be comfortable about it. But there is a serious creep who has been trying to use the hashtag AGC, and I mean, like, okay, I'm American Girl Creator. Sure, maybe it's another name. But they have been trying to take my stuff, and that really bothers me. So for the time being, until that person is caught, I have to put stuff on private. This one video can be on public because I'm saying this message. But other than that, I have to unfortunately keep my stuff on private. So until then, yeah, this is the only one you'll see. Okay, bye!